quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Past the 45. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hot...
Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This Texas A&M offense, and they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but...
He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Drake. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. Where the defense... first downs and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the left side. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got his man on the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, getting the quarterback.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome. for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
At the 45 on its way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Oh, it's a reverse. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick strike complete. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
And the ball is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Escapes the sack. That's caught. It's Peppers. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Going up top on first down. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that. That much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M. say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are...
Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're bringing heat. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Makes the grab on the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Easy. Reload. Rolling.
The give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give. Still on his feet at the 45. And And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
Cricket.
He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
To the 10. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
22 Spider. Alert.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Getting some heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's straight. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish back on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot at this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Get set. Get set.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the 2nd half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started.
I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Connection to the right. Afterburners coming. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got his man. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Give to the running back. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
42 Spider. 4.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. DB's right up on the receiver. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some...
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll go to the ground. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 15. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
He's back to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Irish. And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and
Flying down the left side. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll operate out of split backs. Give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Coming after him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going for the big play. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really. This offense.
Here we go.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Notre Dame right back to the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peppers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just